So today we're here at the LA Food Bank volunteering. So we're going to be packaging up food. How do you guys feel today?
I'm ready. I'm pretty good too.
A bit energetic about this.
I think I'm ready to box up.
I think we're all pretty excited to be giving back to the community.
Yeah, ready to package some box, guys?
Yep. I'm ready.
How do you feel, Juan Carlos, on our first break?
I'm not that tired. I wish we could still do more because we only did like I think 10 minutes, but it was fine. It's fine.
How has your experience been so far?
It's been fun, you know. I'm glad that I'm doing this so I can help out, people, like some homeless people, other school. You know, it's always good to give out to the community.
Giving back because they help so many different organizations. So one time we did like where you have to do bags for seniors. So it's not just, I think people think with the food bank that it just is like more of like homeless people. It really goes out to like schools, different churches, seniors. So.
What? We're almost done? Yeah, we've been working for how long?
So you can see right here, so they put all the trash, like how much we can use, you can see like all the different stuff. And then we
This is all the good food and all the bad food. Oh, and we just sorted them out for the boxes. There's no pile over there. Wait, is that tea? So how long have you guys been volunteering here?
But as a company, something that we partner with the LA Food Bank, and we usually come out and volunteer every time we get a chance.
How was your, why do you guys volunteer here at this?
So how was your experience with it?
It was a good time. It was nice knowing that we made so many meals that are going to impact so many lives, especially those who are less fortunate than us. Like how we were saying, we're blessed to be able to work for a company that allows us to get out in the community. So it was a great time spent today.
How did this benefit the community?
It's benefited the community in many ways because we're actually giving back to people that are in need.
What have you learned from this project?
What I learned is that it's important to give back to the community because it's the area that we live in and we should be able to give back.
What did you learn about yourself?
what I learned about myself is that like within a couple of hours I can actually help like a bunch of people because I was able to sort out food.
Will you continue to help this cause? Why or not?
Yes, I would continue to help out this cause because it's not only is it giving back to the community, but I'm also like helping out people that are in need.
What life lessons have you learned? How would you apply it to your future?
Life lesson that I learned was that it's important to give back to the community because it's the community that raised me up, and I grew up in this community.
Why is it important to give back to the community?
It's important to give back to the community because for the same reason that I'm part of the community, but for the people that are coming into this community, it's important to help them out because it'll let them know that we're all helping.
How did this benefit the community?
This benefited the community because it basically impacted the families that don't have like the resources that other families do. Because I know that there's families that are struggling and who don't have like food and other sorts of resources that this program gave them.
What did you learn from the project?
I learned that it's important to give to the community because, well, like we're just like them. We're basically a part of the community. So if we're not helping the community, we're a part of the problem, and we need to actually be a part of the solution. And this was one example because we were giving to the families.
Will you continue to help this cause? Why or not?
Yes, I will because I personally understand how it feels to go through this because in my family, we do participate in those sort of activities because we sometimes don't have the money to buy food, so we get it from things like this.
What life lessons have you learned and how would you apply it to your future?
Life lessons that I've learned, well, basically to help people to like be an upstander because I know there's a lot of people in the world who don't have what we have, so it's better for us to kind of like give to them and show them that we're a part of like the cause. I mean, not the cause, the solution.
Why is it important to give back to the community?
It's important to give back to the community because we are the community. So if we ignore this, we're neglecting ourselves as well as our family members and everyone else who needs help like this.
How did this benefit the community?
So this benefits the community because specifically in Los Angeles, 1 in 7 people go home without anything to eat because they're either poor or they couldn't afford food. And this program helps to provide food for those who are less fortunate and gives a healthy meal for those who are like in the streets and can't really afford to buy food.
What have you learned about yourself?
I learned that I like giving back to the community, and that's kind of sound weird, but I like helping others. Usually I would give like money to those like homeless people, but I find like that's not really enough. I want to know what else I could do, and seeing this program be a perfect way for me to give back to my community.
Will you continue to help this cause? Why or not?
I would definitely try to help as much as I can. I want to spread more awareness because I know a lot of people, especially my family, we just throw away food when we're done with it, and we don't really like notice how much food we just throw away and what we can actually give back.
What life lessons have you learned? How would you apply it to your future?
I learned that there's always other people who are suffering more than me, so that I should be more aware of what I'm doing and how it affects other people and not just myself, and how waste can be turned into something more positive.
This project benefited the community because we were able to package food that goes to the homeless that need it, and we were able to help a family not go hungry during the summer, winter, whatever season it is, and they feel comfortable.
What have you learned from the project?
What I learned from the project is that homeless families make up about 50% of the U.S. homeless population, and $1 provides 4 meals for a homeless family, and that was what we were able to contribute to the community.
What have you learned about yourself?
What I learned about myself is I love to give back, and any effort that I'm able to contribute to make life better for anyone else, I'll be more than happy to do so. Some life lessons I learned is it's always best to make an effort to do something, because even if you think that a problem it's a problem you can't solve, there's always something you could do to make it better.
Why is it important to give back to the community?
It's important to give back to the community because it's where we live. It's our home too, and we want to make everyone who lives here as comfortable as possible and happy as possible.
Benefit the community. So the group of us going to the food bank really help the families who are in hunger in Los Angeles, especially knowing that Los Angeles is the city with the most people who are homeless and who have the least amount of food support. And so our group going to the LA Food Bank really helped those families.
What have you learned about yourself?
So personally, I really enjoyed the experience because I get to give back to the community I come from, and it was only 3 hours of my day, but together we provided 31,000 meals for families.
Will you continue to help this cause? Why not?
It was super easy to sign up to volunteer, and just, I guess, kind of how easy it is to become a volunteer at the LA Food Bank. I would do it again because there are a lot of organizations where there's a lot of steps, but this organization makes it easier for volunteers.
What life lessons have you learned and how would you apply it to your future?
So I really learned that time is of the essence because it didn't take that many hours to help so many people who are in hunger, and with any donation, any kind of canned food, any kind of packaging, it can really provide a meal for someone who needs it.
Why is it important to give back to the community?
So it's important to give back to the community because it's where we come from, and especially us who, although we might not be as in need of food as maybe others, like homeless, we still come from the same area, and so giving back to the community is giving back to the area where we grew up from, and so just kind of helping everyone who's in it.
It's benefited the community by giving back packaged food to other families that didn't really have it. So, it's benefited the community by giving back packaged food to families or people that didn't really have the resources to acquire those foods.
Will you continue to help this cause? Why or why not?
Yes, because in my neighborhood I see a lot of people struggling to acquire food, so trying to help by giving a little bit back just saves people or makes a person's day or a family's meal.
What life lessons have you learned and how would you apply it to your future?
I learned that giving back, everyone should give back. One person really makes a big difference, and not a lot of people realize that. People believe that just because they're one person, they can't really do anything. But if you grab a bunch of friends and do something, you can really make a big difference.
Why is it important to give back to the community?
It's important to give back to the community, try to fix all the small issues or big issues that we have. A lot of people just stay and watch as bystanders, and you can really make a change.
One of the most memorable experiences, I actually do video myself, and I was interviewing a family that told me that really without the food that they were receiving, they wouldn't be able to get by. It really helped them get back on their feet. It wasn't just food, it was a way for them to become self-sustaining. And hearing those stories from clients, just heartfelt, sincere stories from people just like us who just needed a little help, that's always really rewarding to me.